Students, hi, Catherine Robertson here. This is a quick video on your project for Business 101. So the term project that we, in week one, elected a company that you wish to study. And so the purpose of the project is for you to try out your business knowledge, this project, by assessing a currently functioning publicly traded company of your choosing. Many of you have already chosen your company. I think all of you have. And so some examples: Nike, Apple, Google, General Motors, Tesla, Disney, companies that are easily accessible to you as students and as the public. The project challenges you to apply the various business concepts outlined in this course. So we've gone through several chapters, and as we do that, you are given some of the tools to not only write the paper, but also then to come up with a short PowerPoint relating to your paper. So the paper I have on here has 5 sections, so the 5 sections actually correspond with the chapters in your text and the chapters that we cover in class. And I typically say 5 sections, but if you're able to hit 4 of these 5, that is great. So we get through, we won't get into the marketing components until chapters 11, 12, 13, so toward the end of the semester. So if you are still looking for a few more pieces of information relating to marketing and you haven't worked ahead at all, you can do that as we get closer to finish up your paper, as we get closer to the end of the semester. We have covered components 1, 2, and 3, so if you are looking at the term project sheet that is located there in course-specific materials or in this week's materials, that the first part really corresponds with the first few chapters of the text, the business environment, and you can talk about anything relating to micro and macro. You can also talk about navigating the world marketplace and any social or ethical responsibilities. Those are chapters 3 and 4. The second one, in what industry does your company operate and how was it started? That is kind of an arbitrary one that isn't tied specifically to any chapters, but so you can talk about that as well, how your business started if you chose Walmart, how did it get off the ground, how did Sam Walton initially get up and running, and what was the meaning behind starting that business. How is the business doing financially? Is the stock stable or volatile, and how are they looking against competitors? And number 3, number 4 starts to talk about the marketing mix, which again ties to later chapters in the text, 11, 12, and 13. The 4 Ps: product, pricing, placement, and promotion. And what type of employees does the business hire, and are there any? Is there any special leadership style that is chosen by your business? So ultimately, I'm looking for individually 2 to 3 pages from each student, and not including cover letter, and also a 4 to 5 slide PowerPoint, which will be actually posted by you in that final post so other students can see. If you are having difficulty with a PowerPoint or writing the paper, you are absolutely able to reach out to me. You could email me, crobertson@ec3pa.org, set up an appointment on campus. You also have the wonderful student success librarian, Mary Howell. Some of you know Mary, and her email is there on the term project assignment, mhowells@ec3pa.org, but she is also in the library at West Campus pretty much all day, every day. So if you need to stop in at any time, you can ask for help. She knows this project well. And so that is really the project that will be due that last week of class, as well as it will also the PowerPoint being posted. Now the project is really, if someone had never heard of your company, how would they go about it? So one of the first things to do is to go to the company website. The company website, for instance, if you were to go to Apple and you were to Google apple.com, if some of you, I think I have one student doing Apple, and you go to their main website, there is something called an annual report or a 10K. So when you go to a company's website, any of your publicly traded websites, they are governed by the SEC. So they all have to follow a basic form, just like you have to follow a form for writing a paper. So the first thing you're going to want to do is go to somewhere on the website, Apple, for instance, you go to the bottom of the page, the very bottom of the website, and there's something called investors. You can either go, your company, depending on which company it is, will say something about investor relations, investing, investment, investors. So when you click on that, it'll take you to another side of the page relating to investors. And then you can go to SEC filings. You can look up, then through the SEC filings, look up the annual report. For instance, it was November 1st, 2024, the 10K posted for the year. And your annual report, I would not recommend, you don't have to read the whole thing. Apple's annual report has 121 pages. And I will use Apple's annual report. I will download that. That is downloaded, and it is set up under course-specific material. And you can take that annual report and look through it. There are several sections. Basically, the annual report is the long version of, or the 10K, Form 10K is the long, so everyone probably take a look at that, the long version of your paper. It has a bunch of different sections, so they will all look the same. All 10Ks will have the same. They will talk about the company on the front page. The front page actually looks the same for every company. It'll talk about some risk factors, properties, things going on with the company. So if you are having difficulty finding your annual report, please, 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 one of the things that you can do, I will also put it in this week's material. I will put the Apple annual report. And a student that's doing Apple, you have it a little bit easier for you, but the annual report is in there and you could view it. And I'm also going to put 10K on there, 10K, so that you have that and you understand what it looks like from a student standpoint. Just making a few adjustments here. And you know what you're looking for. This is really the long version. I'm looking for at least 2 references from you. One can be the annual report, one could be something from a finance site relating to your company. Now, if you are struggling with this paper, reach out to me, reach out to Mary. There is a rubric also this week that tells you a little bit more about the paper and what is expected of you. Again, questions, let me know. Otherwise, and reach out if you have difficulty finding your annual report, and I will show you how to do that. You can also Google the annual report, and it should take you right to that link, but those are some other options.